Hello. Hey, this story is called Malcolm's Runaway Soap. It's written by Jo Ellen Bogart and is illustrated by Linda Henry, and it's a lovely scholastic book. Malcolm's Runaway Soap. And I think that must be Malcolm. He looks a pretty cool dude, doesn't he? Here we are. It all started with Malcolm's bath. Malcolm had been digging a hole in his backyard and was very dirty. His mother said he was too dirty to wait for bedtime. He would have to have a bath in the middle of the afternoon. Oh, and there he is. Look at that. I think he looks a bit dirty, don't you? Have you ever had to have a bath in the afternoon because you were too dirty? Well, said Malcolm, if I have to have a bath in the middle of the afternoon, it's going to be a good one. He filled the tub with lots of warm water, then he played like a seal, splashing and barking and clapping his flippers. By the time he was ready to start scrubbing, the warm water had made a slippery, squishy mess of his bar of strawberry soap. As Malcolm grabbed it to wash his very dirty knees, pop! The soap slipped out of his hands and up into the air. Oh my goodness, there it is. Have you ever had that happen to you? I wonder what happens to it. Let's turn the page and find out. It landed on the floor, slid along the tiles and raced right out of the bathroom door. The soap went past Malcolm's sleeping cat, Ralph, and down the stairs. Oh my goodness me. That is weird. And there's his cat, Ralph. When Malcolm's mother opened the front door to get the afternoon paper, the strawberry soap flew between her feet and out onto the front walk. Wait, Malcolm screamed. He ran down the stairs dressed in his favourite blue towel. Stop that soap, he hollered. Stop that soap. Oh, wow. Look at it. And it's slipping right out the door. And there you can see, just there's Malcolm in his favourite blue towel. That soap's gone a long way already, hasn't it? The letter carrier saw the speeding soap and ran after it. Stop, she called, but the soap was going faster all the time. I've got it, yelled Policeman Dan, reaching up. He snatched at it with both hands, but pop! The soap flew out of his hands and did a triple backflip. It landed in the paper boy's bag. Oh dear. There we go. Wow, that poor policeman, he thought he'd got it, hadn't he? But he hadn't. We've got it now, said the paper boy. He made a grab for the slippery soap, but pop! Oh no, that soap is really hard to get hold of. Wonder where the soap's going next. The soap sailed right into the jug of lemonade Julie was setting up to sell. Malcolm, is that your soap in my lemonade? Julie reached in to grab the slimy pink soap, but, you guessed it, pop, the soap was off again. Oh, I don't think that lemonade was worth selling anymore, do you? Would have been all yuck. At the end of the block, Mr. Sanders was bathing his poodle, Fifi, on the balcony of his apartment. Splash! The flying soap dived right into the bathwater. Fifi nipped at her with her tiny teeth. Mr. Sanders almost got a grip, but pop. Oh no, there's Mr. Sanders and that flying soap. It's gone a long way from home. The soap landed in Mrs. Abernethy's sun hat. Trapped at last, shouted Malcolm. Everybody stopped running and started clapping wildly. At last, the runaway soap wouldn't be caught. But Mrs. Abernethy, who didn't know she had the soap in her hat, thought the applause was for her. She blushed and gave a low bow. Gently, the soap slid down the rim of the hat and fell onto a passing skateboard. Oh no. Oh dear. That soap is really, really being tricky, isn't it? Malcolm saw his strawberry soap zooming off between electric orange running shoes. Come back, he shouted to the girl on the skateboard. She screeched to a stop, but the soap kept going. Oh dear, there we go again. I wonder where they're going to get it. It flew up and into the window of a bus stopped at the corner. A woman sat on it and pop, the soap was off again. Oh my goodness. Have you ever heard of anything like that? At last, it came to a rest on a toy sailboat floating in the City Hall fountain. Malcolm saw his chance and leapt into the fountain. He grabbed the soap with both hands and both feet. He washed his ears and his neck, his knees and his ankles, his belly button and his elbows, and even his face. He rubbed until he had a huge, marvellous lather. He scrubbed until the strawberry soap was nothing but bubbles. Oh my goodness. That I was not expecting. What a funny place to have a bath. And there you can see Malcolm's pink soap turned into bubbles. Do you like bubble baths? I do. When he was squeaky clean, Mrs. Abernethy handed him his favourite blue towel. Malcolm said goodbye to everyone and Policeman Dan took him home. Ah, I'll let you have a look at that. And there is our last page with Policeman Dan taking our friend home. Good on you, Michael. You got the soap in the end. That's a very, very funny story. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and then you can hear and see more stories. Until next time, ka kite.